Buckle up, folks. The intensity of Colorado's defense against the UCF Knights last Saturday was nothing short of electrifying. Picture this. Late in the fourth quarter, Jefferson, worn out and nearly beaten, faces the relentless Colorado defense, a bunch of lions unleashed, taking him down over and over again. What we witnessed was a ferocious pack of wild dogs, a team that was hungry, crazed, and hell-bent on making every play count. In today's video, we will hear the incredible reaction of football analyst William Gardner, who appears regularly on the BuffStampede.com podcast. This is Plummer Football, because the only way to succeed at anything is to give it everything.
When you mentioned that about Jefferson, my memory of him that's going to stay with me from this game is late in the fourth quarter when he did not want to get up off the ground and he was done, and you could see it in his eyes and you could see it in his body posture and you could see it, and granted, they had put the whole dang thing on him and decided to run him into the mouth of that bunch of lions that was the CU defense last Saturday, and he's the one that had to pay the price for it. So I grant you, that between their coaching staff and our defense, he took a beating. But we answered that question, and the question moving on down the road for teams facing us is, you want a piece of this? You may not. And I have to go back and watch it again to pinpoint when it happened. But there was a point in the second half, man, when okay, I'm gonna liken this to sharks, right? There was a point in the second half when somebody started throwing chum in the water. You know what I mean by that? Because those sumbitches started going crazy. And all of a sudden, and there was and like I said, there wasn't a specific moment, but all of a sudden the intensity started to ramp up, and it started to get, and every guy had to be the guy making the play, and they started ramming into people, and they started running to the ball, and there was an intensity in the last half of that game, the last quarter and a half of that game, where that defense were foaming at the mouth, man. They were that pack of wild dogs. I don't know if you ever seen African wild dogs, and or wolves in Yellowstone. They just chase, and this one takes a bite and that one takes a bite, and eventually, that's what happened. That defense just got crazy, and I don't know what Coach Dancy did with his guys, but those edge guys,
Arden Walker, man, that was impressive.
Like those guys had baseball bats, man. I mean, Jesus, those edge guys were crazy. It's like I don't know. It's maybe before the game, like all the edge guys got in the room, and Coach Prime and Coach Dancy came in and said, "I'm gonna shoot all of you if you don't get the job done." Okay. Because they were playing like, I swear to God, like their lives depended on it. And somebody had said on our board last week, he was disappointed in Tajay McCoy, and I guess that Max and Adam were overhyping him. What do you think of me now? How you like me now? How you like Tajay McCoy now? Because that is what we said you were going to see, but he's a second year.
He's a true freshman, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's redshirt freshman, but he hadn't been playing because the guys in front of him are damn good players. But he got out there, and you saw that incredible quickness and first step, because he took 2 sacks in his first half of play, and the game was still in doubt, and he owned those guys. Now, granted, he almost bounced off that big dude the first time, but he hung on and wrapped a leg around him and brought him down. And Samuel Okunlola had the same thing. Samuel Okunlola had to cross his legs, and I mean, that dude was a load to bring down, and I give him credit for that. But those edge guys were crazy, man. That to me is the beauty of football, is watching those guys run like lions, and like the pack of lions bringing down the wildebeest, and they all want to jump on its back.
Yeah.
The question lingering in every opponent's mind as they prepare to face Colorado: do you want a piece of this? What we saw from Coach Prime's defense was nothing short of remarkable. A unit playing with the ferocity of their lives depended on it. The CU Buffaloes have thrown down the gauntlet, daring anyone brave enough to challenge their undeniable dominance. Are you ready for the storm they're bringing? Because in Boulder, the Buffs are out for blood. For more content like this, continue watching the best recommended video, chosen by YouTube only for you. So until next time, as always, give it everything.